Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly T. Smith. The card for today is entitled Earth Shifts. You are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. One of the beautiful gifts of transformation, which all of us will sooner or later undergo. And oftentimes they begin through a crisis moment, like for example, a tower moment or a certain painful situation that awakens us that there's much more in life than just the physical realm. And we deserve more also than what we are experiencing at this time. Painful situations sometimes open our eyes to transformation, to change, to realization of certain things that we might have overlooked along the way. And part of the gift of transformation is we become more sensitive to the guidance that the universe is giving us, because we cannot undergo transformation on our own. The transformation is initiated by the divine, initiated by the universe. That's why in the tarot cards, we have these tower moments that we can see. And when those tower moments happen, it's the universe that initiates it. It's the divine that initiates it. And you lose control of the situation. If before you are in control, oftentimes what happens when the tower moment comes, we somehow feel insecure. We somehow feel we are not in control of the situation. And it's just part of the process. It makes us realize that we are not alone and we cannot handle everything on our own. We need assistance. We need assistance from others. We need assistance from the inner realm. So part of it is learning to listen. And when we learn to listen, we develop our intuitive gifts. And these intuitive gifts, part of it is becoming aware of all the messages that the universe is sending us, all the message that the spirit or the divine is sending us. It becomes an exciting adventure. Every moment of transformation becomes exciting because it's always a period of rapid discovery, a period of colorful experiences. Suddenly you realize the things that you consider as ordinary, you don't give attention before, suddenly they start to have meaning. Like for example, your dreams become more meaningful to you. The conversations you overhear starts to have meaning. The environment around us starts to have an effect on us also. So we start to become more receptive, more sensitive, and we start to develop, some of us, especially when the intuition is really being developed, we start to develop some what they call ascension symptoms. We develop headaches. You become more sensitive to the cycles of the moon. So you will notice there are parts in the cycles of the moon where you have difficulty sleeping, and you realize it's subjective. What may apply to you might not apply to other people who are also undergoing transformation. But in the end, you will realize there are some commonalities or common ground between it. But you start to become aware that at certain cycles of the moon, there are times when you have difficulty sleeping. There are times also when your intuition is highly sensitive. There are times also when you are able to nurture yourself even more. When nurturing yourself, spending more time alone becomes more attractive to you. So you become more sensitive to the cycles of the moon. You also become more sensitive to your environment. If before you don't notice the animals that you encounter each day, now every animal you encounter brings a certain message or a certain meaning to you. Every branch of the tree or every part of nature, like for example the branches of the tree, the leaves, the sky, the clouds, they could all be instruments of messages coming from the divine. Even your dreams, you become more sensitive to your dreams. That's why the topic for today is about earth shifts. part of that gift that we receive is becoming more sensitive to the changes happening in the earth. For some of us, you get to, so sooner or later, you develop a certain sensitivity to nature, and you realize when is the best time for you to accomplish something, and when is the best time for you to just take a pause and be quiet in one place and just to allow nature to teach you. You become aware also of the cycles of your spiritual journey. There will be times when the effect of the environment would cause you to take a pause, and then you realize that it was the best for you at that time. You need to be in a receptive mode. There are also times when you know that the environment is encouraging you to rapid activity, to be on fire. You become more sensitive to the environment. That is why, as we deepen in our spiritual growth, we need to be sensitive to all these things and take note. That's why oftentimes people who are undergoing transformation, writing a journal is also very important. Making a journal helps them reflect more on the experiences that they have. And sooner or later, you develop your own vocabulary of the messages receiving from the universe. You realize there are certain life situations, there are certain environmental arrangements that are beneficial to you and those that drain you of your energy. You become aware also of the energies of other people around you. There are people who uplifts you, and there are people who drain you of energy. There are people who give you negative energies, and there are those who give you positive energies. It's the same with the environment. Your sensitivity extends also to the environment. There are what we call power spots, wherein you find yourself as going to a certain place where suddenly you feel uplifted, and you realize, oh, this is an energy spot for me, where your emotions are heightened. So you realize if you're going to enter that part of the environment, you should have positive thoughts, so that the energy that will be magnified are positive ones. If you have anger within your heart, then it's possible that the anger would be magnified if you enter that part of the environment. So you learn to discover in your vicinity, the place where you stay. You discover places where you know when you go there, your energies are magnified. So you call this a power spot. You also learn to create certain areas in your home where you can find yourself able to recharge. There are certain areas in your home that you know are very recharging for you, and there are areas that drain you of your energy. And so you learn also to modify those areas. That's when you start to find significant assistance from power grid, from crystal grids, from protecting stones, some things like that, because by experience will teach you which part or which elements of the environment also enhances your energy, which of them protects you from negative energy, which of them somehow recharges your energy. So in a certain sense, your life becomes more colorful as you undergo transformation, because you become more sensitive, not only to the energies of other people, but also to the energy shifts of the environment. Now let's try to read the handbook that accompanies this card, and maybe we can gain more insights regarding energy shifts. Right now, you are intensely feeling everything that is happening from a planetary perspective. It could be an earthquake, a full moon, an eclipse, or major energy shift. Whatever the case, you are being directly affected by this energetic event. As Earth shifts into a higher vibration, it is shedding and purging the lower energies, and you are doing the same. You may feel flu-like symptoms, aches, pains, depression, headaches, dizziness, spaciness, sadness, or even confusion. These energy shifts may be taking their toll on you, but this card comes to you today to assure you that this is nothing serious. As an intuitive, sensitive person, you are very in tune with these planetary changes And as Mother Earth purges the old to bring in the new, you will most likely feel the effects or the effects. You are being asked to take extra special care of yourself at this time. Get plenty of rest and drink lots of water. Make sure to exercise, eat healthy, and get out in nature as much as possible. Rest assured that these symptoms are temporary, they will pass soon. When they do, you will feel a sense of renewed energy and all will be even better than before. Intuitive life coaching questions. What can you do to support yourself during this time of energy shifts? How can you take better care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually until these energy shifts pass? So, yes, there will be symptoms like flu-like symptoms. It happens. Usually, it happens during ascension stages in our spiritual journey. It's part of our growth, and we need to learn to adapt to them. When such moments happen, it's time for us to slow down. It's like the universe telling you, take a short moment of pause. You need it in order to undergo a new transition. So I hope this reflection on this timeless oracle has helped you, especially those at this time who are beginning to undergo symptoms and shifts like what is being described here. It's an exciting moment. When this happens to you, it will be a moment of discovery, a moment of new lessons in life. So welcome it with open arms. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.